Sup squad, it's your Squid, aka the Anxious Squid, here at Anxious Squid Productions. These guys are my patrons, they're really cool. If you'd like to know how to be a patron of mine, just click the link in the description. There's lots of links in the description, check them out. If you want to react to this video yourself, or you want to watch it without my reactions, there's a link in the description for that as well. But yeah, Tony Stewart, funny, angry, memorable moments. I'll probably just put best Tony Stewart moments. But let's get into it, shall we? Thanks for clicking on the title or the thumbnail of this video, guys. Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. have got the most clicks in terms of drivers so far on my channel anyway, so we'll see how Tony Stewart goes against those two. Where would you order them in your, give me, in the comments section, give me best drivers and then best personalities, and in the order of which way you'd do it, you know, with Earnhardt Jr., Tony Stewart and Kyle Busch. But yeah, and if this is the first time you've stumbled across me, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. As always, if you want to watch this video without me, links in the description. Since it's Tony Stewart's last season, I thought I would put some funny, memorable Tony Stewart moments. So, whenever his last season was, this is when this video came out.
What angered you at the end of the race? What did you take issue with?
What the hell do you think I was mad about? Dumb little runs us clear down to the infield. He wants to about everybody else, and he's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
I remember that one in like my best, thanks, Tony. I remember that. I watched that at some other point.
He wants to about everybody else, and he's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Huge success, great luck today. You're having a great time as an owner. Is there any possibilities of hanging up this silly?
I heard that he accidentally killed a dude in a dirt track race as well. So I already know about that. You don't need to throw it in the comments section. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion about it. Some people are saying he's an asshole. Some people are saying it was accidental. I don't know.
Drive up it and just
Give that mic away. You don't even deserve to have that mic right now. What's wrong with you?
wait.
Climb over this counter and come beat your ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the worst question I've heard all week.
I think you're racing every night this week, Tony.
Yeah, I think he missed that part. I don't know.
Hey, Bob, and then Nate.
This might be a worse question. I'm afraid to ask.
I wouldn't then. If you think it's going to be worse, then it probably is.
Now we'll start. Is there anything that NASCAR or the IMS can do to create a little bit more passing in these races? Because since '04, there just hasn't really been a lot of passing.
Look up racing in the dictionary and tell me what racing says in the dictionary. And then look up passing in the dictionary and tell me what passing is. We're racing here. So that's all I'm going to say. This is racing, not... If you want to see passing, we can go out on 465 and we can pass all you want. And if you can tell me that's actually more exciting than what you see here at IMS and the history of this facility and the great race car drivers and race cars that have...
Knows what he's talking about.
Here. This is about racing. This is about cars being fast. It doesn't have to be 2 and 3 wide racing all day long to be good racing. Racing is about trying to figure out how to take the package that you're allowed and make it better than what everybody else has and do a better job with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ben, and then to David, and then to Jenna again.
Do we really have to go to Jenna again?
The Concord Monitor. I just want to talk to you about on the front straightaway where you took the lead there. What was the technique behind that in terms of? I mean, when did you decide that was the point to make your move? You know, and just I mean, what was the
spit it out, bro.
The thought there?
Well, I mean, I planned it for 280 some odd laps. I knew he was going to run out of fuel right at that moment, and versus just driving through him and running over him, it just seemed like it may have been an easier option just to turn left and drive around him. So
that's
that was
funny.
my strategy all along. I knew kind of that's what we were going to do. I just had to wait for that opportunity.
So follow up to that. Let's go to.
I'm guessing not.
Wow. And we were doing so good in here today.
Sorry, I got to ask you after you get upset, but
I'll try
try to cheer up for you.
Thank you. Crashed more cars today. We didn't fill the quota for today for Talladega and NASCAR. If we haven't crashed at least 50% of the field by the end of the race, we need to extend the race till we at least crash 50% of the cars.
Wow.
Because it's not fair to these fans for them to not see any more wrecks than that and more tore up cars. I mean, we still had over half the cars running at the end, and that's it shouldn't be that way. I don't think any of the wrecks were.
Listen to the fucking soul.
I think we ought to just tape them off solid and run them until they blow up anyway. I think it'd make it a lot more exciting for the fans. If we don't crash half of the field by the end of the race, they really need to extend it, because I mean that's what the fans want. They want to see that excitement. I'm upset that we didn't crash more cars. I mean, I feel like that's what we need. You know, that's what we're here for. I mean, and I feel bad if I don't spend at least $150,000. And
so he's specifically saying you guys are fucking up. Why do we're always crashing this much? I presume because of restrictor plate racing or something like that. You know, like we're constantly crashing at these big time places because of the way we're bunched up and everything. And you just want to see crashes. You don't actually care about the racing of it. But so I'll come out here and I'll be a good little boy and say what I think NASCAR want me to say, but I'll do it in such a facetious manner that they know I'm fucking taking the piss. You know, like, all right.
Race cars going back to the shop, so we definitely got to do a better job of that. It would have been a lot more fun if I could have got caught up in one more wreck. If I could have done that, it would have been perfect. I mean, I think if we could make it a figure 8, it'd be perfect. It would absolutely be perfect here. It'd be better than what we got. So that's going to be my vote next week, is that we make it a figure 8, and/or we can go stop at the halfway, make a break, and turn around and go backwards the rest of the way.
Wow.
With 10 to go, we'll split the field in half, and half of them can go the regular direction, and half of them can go backwards.
There's no wreck. I mean, does that amaze you? Have you ever seen anything like that?
David, only you think about stuff like that.
Dylan, you can see, as old mate's asking the fucking question. Tony Stewart's like, is this fucker serious, over to Dale Earnhardt Jr., who is losing it. Absolutely losing it.
No wreck. I mean, does that amaze you? Have you ever seen anything like that?
David, only you think about stuff like that. I don't know what you think of during the race, but I try to figure out how to win the race and
That's funny.
Fast. I don't sit there and think of that petty crap that you think of.
Go to the press box.
Glad to see you're back to form.
13 got together. We'll see here. This is exiting turn 2.
That's funny.
It's really narrow right there. You see Tony Stewart get loose. Might make contact with the left rear of Ryan Scarlett's heart.
And he just goes straight back up the track.
Well, he did right there.
Collects him.
Contact with the
What's going on here, huh? All I keep hearing is feet. All I keep hearing is feet. Cleo? Shut up. That's my dog. She keeps walking up, and then you probably can't hear it, but I can hear her feet right there, and it's really annoying. But anyway.
No question about that.
Yeah, I don't know if
He definitely spun him there.
angles he came off the corner side by side, or he's going to say he misjudged that, but looks like Tony was not.
14 to meet them in the NASCAR hauler at the conclusion of the race.
Yep, that's fair enough too.
Did an admirable job in this interview of telling his side of the story.
Giving no room whatsoever to the 18.
And another big crash on the backstretch ramp.
Oh, big wreck.
In front of more traffic.
Ryan Newman's in it.
David Reagan is in it.
Bit
Flyer.
of flame.
Busher was in it as well.
Chris Buescher involved. The 83 of Dylan Lumpton.
Fucking hell, that 23 car's mush as well.
Fire underneath the hood of the 23. And the 14 of Tony Stewart.
Alright.
The whole line's out of 14.
So you just get out of it.
On the top of that front fender.
Newman trying to get out. You see the safety worker trying to help Dylan Lumpton out. Dylan Lumpton's car on top of the 31.
Rick, we knew it was going to be a crazy night. Richmond, as the red flag is displayed, but this is maybe perhaps exceeded what we thought.
Alright, what's going on here?
Smoke climbs out and
Is he going to punch on?
acknowledging Tony Stewart in his final run.
Oh, it was his
Richmond
final.
International Raceway.
Fair enough. That's rough.
See Ryan Newman, he's had a good run.
Getting wrecked too.
2 years in a row, but odds are highly against him right now, making it 3.
Yeah, fair enough. Not sure why this one made it into his best moments.
I mentioned Chris Buescher. I'm not sure the 34 was involved in this. I think it was Ryan Newman.
I think the 34 was in it, but he drove away. Definitely didn't get the most damage, but you're going to see here the 31.
Oh, it just clips it.
There's some contact right here heading into turn
Loses
one.
it.
31 accelerates.
It's a fucking good save.
As they enter the backstretch.
Yeah, we've seen this.
That's probably why it's there.
Get into turn
Big
one.
save, gets bumped again. Can't save there. Wow.
Down on the 31 on the back straight. He wasn't happy maybe with what went on in turn one, and
big impact by the 23, and you see right there, Chris Buescher kind of bounces between them. Luckily gets through, but that was a really big impact for the 23 of David Reagan. It was great to see him climb out.
Window that down right away.
This would be a great
tap.
move, Jeff.
14 saves it. Bernice gets hit again. And everyone's wrecked.
That's the hit Matt Kenseth was talking about. And while doing that, Keselowski runs into the back of Tony Stewart. So
okay. Wow.
Tony Stewart's bumper came.
He just put it in reverse and smashed into him. Whack. What happened there?
It's still a long day here.
You win again at the Brickyard, Tony. Can you put this one in comparison to the last one?
This one's for every one of those fans in the stands that pull for me every week and take all the bullshit from everybody else.
Nice.
Tony Stewart, your winner at the Brickyard. The last time he won here, he went on to win next week.
That's good stuff. And then they climb the wall.
It was Tony Stewart, the native Hoosier, and the entire Home Depot team who were climbing the fence.
That's dope.
You went 3 wide. You didn't get pissed off at anybody in the racing. You just said the F word. Is this what fun is for you?
Which F word did I say?
You said fun. You said, man,
I'm like, man, I almost made it through the whole day without getting fined. Did I even answer your question? What was the question? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was great. Normally by the time you leave here, you're so mad at everybody, and you just, all I do, I go back and I sit in the transporter and take a shower in there and sit for a half hour because I don't want to see him at the helicopter pad. You know, because I'm so mad at a dozen guys, and I'm like, I can't whip them all at once. I can just take them one at a time.
In a line.
There's a couple of them I might be able to take at the same time, but not a lot of them like that. So you can pick which ones they are. You're pretty savvy on that. But what was Warriors dealing with? So, glad he got out of that then. It'll be really hard to listen to him next year. He's hard enough to hear on the radio as it is because he's ADD anyway. It's like, dude, just take a breath and slow down. It takes 5 people, and it's like every breath somebody picks a different part of the sentence to try to understand it. Take Clint Warrior for 600, please. I'll be alright if this is the last place I went on. I'm going for more, just for the record. Don't think I see Penn's going crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't say that. I didn't say I'm laying down. I'm just saying if that's the only one I get this year, then I'll be content. But,
yeah, fair enough.
I don't think I think you've known me for long enough. You guys know that I don't lay down for anything. So
yeah, hey.
What I do is just give me that little bit of hope, and I'll run with it.
Doesn't get my video flagged. Fingers crossed anyway. I have no idea of the significance of this moment, what it means, who they even are. Like, obviously it's Tony Stewart and someone. Was that like Jeff Gordon's last year as well? No, the 88. Is that... Who's the 88? Is that Earnhardt Jr. after he left the 8? I don't know. Alright, and that's the 4, so that's the team he owned, right? So yeah, that was when Harvick won. Is it Harvick? Yeah, Harvick already in Tony Stewart Motorsport or whatever. Harvick won, but it was Tony's like last race or something. I can't remember. Fuck. I know I've been told, but...
What's it mean to say farewell?
Well, I'll see it in the spring. I'll be back here. I just won't wear a helmet when I come back here. So, yeah, you know, it's,
fair enough.
It's cool. This place is so much fun. I told myself the last 10 laps, you know, we weren't racing anybody. There wasn't anybody around us. I said, just enjoy these last 10 and just savor the moment and think about it. So that's what I did. I really thought about what I was doing those last 10 laps and just kind of soaked it all in.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Keep moving forward. Alright, yeah. Everyone keep moving forward. That's good stuff. That's the end of that video. That ended quicker than I thought it would. Fair enough. I thought we're only about halfway through just then. That was cool. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look into Tony Stewart a bit more. Who in the current Cup Series is his team? Like, he's got Harvick, I presume, and someone else. Who's in the 14? Like, what have I got here? I've got the 11 is the Hamlin, Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Majeski, Suarez. Alright, no, I don't have... Let me know who's on his team, because that was cool. That's interesting. I might root for them. We'll see how we go. These guys are my patrons. They're awesome. Please consider becoming a patron. If this was the first time you've stumbled across me, do me a solid and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5k subscribers by the end of 2020, and I can't do it without people like you who randomly stumble across my content, decide they like me, then hit that subscribe button. So yeah, I also have merch available in the, click the link in the description. There's merch too, so check that out. There's plenty of ways you can support the channel, but mainly, the best way you can support the channel is keep watching my content. I've got another video coming for you soon, but as for now, I'll just see you guys when I look at you. And you'll see me when you look at me. Thanks for watching.